真有一个房间。
The village claimed itself the richest village in China and said it's a model of communist village. And that is the highest building. This is the hotel in Huaxi village. It's the landmark of this village. It has 17 floors. Very tall. Normally the ticket price is 100 yuan, but today it's free. Secret place because it represents the communism. The building is free on every 18th of this month. So today there are many tourists here. Our communism village like using golden decorations. 吴仁宝是当代最有影响力. He is the most representative man. Wu Renbao is the one leading the village towards happiness and a rich life, and followed a specialist path with Chinese characteristics. His goal is to not make the individual rich, but to make the collective rich, and eventually he created this village's miracle. 你们知道什么是共产主义吗? Our central leader meet this guy, and he's the son of the ex-mayor, the mayor who made the village prosperous. The village used to be prosperous. 这去几楼的呀
？7楼吧。我在这里。几楼
？Top floor.
我的车在干嘛去？去过，你去
So
过？
quiet.
我去过一次，我没去过。我去。
Shows the speed of this elevator. 6 meters per second. Wow, 300 meters. Took 46 seconds. 放松。你打鸣了吗？
我有一点。
对。
太快了，它速度很快。
This floor also sells small things, small items. But the glass is not very. The glass is here is this is the village. Can you see it clearly?
那边。就是一排。哇，那就是老的华西村的那个房子建筑。
This is magnificent.
你看，就是后面。哇
Can you see it clearly? Wow. The village is not very small. And here is the factories in different sizes. 太阳能电池 solar battery. This the shape is similar to our flag and towers. It's too many. So dirty. It shows the village's originally appearance in 1961. Most of the areas are farmlands, and only some small independent houses. Take the elevator again. Now we come to the golden place. I don't know, 金会所. What does it mean? Made of gold. This is the mascot. This is the mascot of this village. Shows how rich the village is. But we still want to know how it becomes rich. Roof is also gold color, and wall is yellow too. This is also in yellow color. Yellow doors, yellow pillars, yellow roofs, yellow golden core. KTV, theater. Number 1 village in the world. This is not made by real gold. There's no fence around it. Number 1 golden core in the world. 1 ton real gold. Worth $150 million. Is it real? $150 million. Right. Now we are planning to go into the other floors, and this place shows how rich the village was and how they use those monies to show how rich they were. High school classmates. Also my desk mate in the middle school. Desk mate. Spend 1 year. Sit together, sit closely. close friends。
2层到55层嘛，它是客房呀。
哦，都是客房。
对，每隔12层参观，那边坐电梯。
Close。
博物馆的话，它已经搬走了，在世界公园里面。
哦，真有移动房间。哇，那它很贵啊。
那肯定，一根黄金现在是涨价的。
It's real 1 ton gold, 1 ton of gold. Really expensive, 1 ton, really. 空心的，空心的，金的密度很。Oh, now we are at the first floor again. Take a look at how many escalators it has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 elevators. It has 5 different clubs, represents different elements. Gold, wood, water, fire, earth. 5 elements. Took the elevator again. Took the elevator again. This is made of tin. Earth club. Tin. Last video, I just introduced this our tin capital. 你知道土会所这个是什么做的吗？锡做的。那锡 tin represents earth。
掺锡的。
它氧化锡这应该 dioxide 的 tin， 氧化锡是黑色的。Pure tin is white. There's no introduction of this tin core. Cheap things. Take the elevator.
这个马上上。
I think about it. The 5 elements, gold, water, 金木水火土, might represent harvest and abundance. It can bring prosperity. Might be. Water Club also provides massage services. 按摩服务，你不兴奋吗 ？Massage. It uses copper to represent water. Slightly strange. Represents the 5 elements of 金银铜铁锡 gold, iron, copper, 金银 silver and tin. 这是什么做的？哦，这个是铁。Chinese character. Close. 你好。
这边是客房的那个电梯。
好，拜拜。Iron corn. A little bit worn out. 61楼观景台。
对，原来它有块有一个室外的荒角园，现在可能没有那个。60照得看。
好，谢谢啊，非常感谢。景色应该还是不错的。Drone view from above. Alternative. Actually, you come to this village, you can find those very rich owns abundant wealth village. Actually, relies on the factories here. They are all, they are all private companies. It made the common prosperity come true. Depends on the factories. Depends on the private companies. Does it achieve communism by capitalism or communism or both? And also you should know the history about it. I will introduce it later. I don't know it either. Just wow. So many looking same houses here. You can't believe it's true. They are looking the same. 来，谈论感想。啊？说说感想。没啥感想，废弃掉了，其实还挺不错的。
对，就是全废弃。
废弃才有意思。And I think about it, maybe because it's why not is not open to the visitors directly. Maybe because they're afraid of the danger of the open platform, open view. You drop something onto someone's head, just killing someone. They're afraid of it, maybe, I guess. So it's not open directly to visitors. And also the air quality here isn't very good, right? It's much worse than the West China. But it's rich, much rich. The villages here, the rural China here is very, very rich. And the GDP of this town higher than Japan, than the average GDP of Japanese. Very, very high. Japan might be $30,000 per capita GDP, and here at this small county, the GDP actually is the second richest county in China. Not this village, the county. The county is that's about $40,000 capital per capita per close to 捷克斯洛伐克 and Slovenia, some rich European countries. It's hard to believe some areas in China the GDP is a little bit higher than the developed countries. It's hard to imagine when I was young. But now some areas in China is very rich. Although you can't tell just from the appearance. You can't tell, but it's rich because of the industries here. So many industries, manufacturers here. Manufacturers and the transportation here is convenient. Whew. Really thanks that middle-aged handsome guy took us here. He asked how much my camera is, and later, maybe 15 minutes later, he told me there's a viewing platform. Then he took us here. Really thanks him. Wow, really nice. And you could also take photos here. Ooh, very good. Recommend it to come here if you go to Jiangyin, the county called Jiangyin. The second richest county in China. The GDP per capita surpassed Japan. Okay, next to the hotel is a sports stadium in this village, and this is the statue of our leader Deng Xiaoping. He did the economy reform. 参观一下。你们这能容纳多少人？
哪里过来的？
我是安徽的。
我安徽的。
This is the village's auditorium. 华西村图书馆。华西 Village Library closed. It said it's open normally every day. 周六及节假 every day it's open, but it's closed. Oh, this is not a sports stadium. It's a people's auditorium, and it has a library besides.
那没到那个金塔，最大的塔就在旁边的。
哇！啊，是新疆人？啊，你们是新疆人？啊，是汉族吗？回族。
你们是北方的？
我是安徽的。
安徽的。
哦，跑挺远。挺远的吧？你们觉得这里咋样？
我们回族吃肉，你要是给我们说一个具体的话，我把你打死。回族猪是走重，不能 难吃的。
行，我们不当你面吃吧？我们不在你面前吃。
啊，那行。
没错。Socialism core values: prosperous 富强 ，prosperous 文明 civilized 自由 freedom 公正 justice 爱国 patriot 诚信 honest 友善 kind 敬业 love your job 法治 lawful justifies justice 平等 equality 和谐 harmony 民主 democracy. So communism country should have been achieved those socialism core values. Do you think the village has achieved it? 挺干净的。这是干什么的呀？啊，哪里不？哦，不拍。这是干什么的呀？哦，我出去是不好。
你监控看摄入了，因为这都不让办公的，你看。
哦，那最好还是不要拍，是吧？
最好不要拍，但你要说拍照记录，你可以拍，现在没有人，上面
行，这里面不拍，看看这外面什么样的，办公的地方是不是？行，好，辛苦你了，你也挺敬业的，麻烦你了。你今年多大了？21，很年轻。
是，不是刚大三毕业。
可以，在这边工作怎么样？
还行，也得上10几个人。
比较累是吧？也比较。
不算累。
工资怎么样呢？
工资，正常吧，比我大学专业。
正常偏高应该。
不也一样，哪有很高的？
几千块钱。
几千块钱是。你大学我学的专业不好。
学的什么专业？
学前教育，工资1800。
哪里1800？就之前。
之前我对相机什么也挺感兴趣的，我们学校的摄影啥的，就是忒贵了，买不起，就需要新媒体啊，什么融媒体。
也不用，手机拍也不错。我主要你看我都用手机拍。
我也手机拍，但手机我今天买本书呢，买那个人体啥呀？
可以，挺好学。
这个书，我忘这个书叫啥了？现在刚到的。这个。
Chatted with a nice security guard for a while. It's not good to shoot security personnel. It's not very good, so I don't shoot it. And he said the village has 40 billion yuan debts. 40 billion yuan, that is $6 billion debts. And because this is Sunday, and so the office here don't come here to work. And normally the chief of the town not come here, and if they come to this building, they go from the garage because they don't want to show his face in the public. He tells some situation about this place. The village, no power has been. 权力已经被架空了。Let's go. One of the towers is bank, one of it is restaurants, some are apartments. And the bank, he said the bank is closed. So the economy here isn't good as before. Take a look at their rooms. Oh, they're still. We are going in a room. Oh, there are still some people living here inside these independent rooms. This is a bathroom. The ground is not very clean. I think we should not just open the door, right? We shouldn't. This is the kitchen. They all use it. This is the public kitchen. But I think no, it's not. Some of the rooms are empty. Right. I think some of the rooms are empty and some are occupied. Apartment, not abandoned, still used. Or sightseeing. The tower is also a viewing spot. A spot for viewing. The decoration is like the 80s Chinese style. It should be a clothes store, a clothes. Selling clothes. 观光楼 and today is free. Second floor restaurants, entertainment center, third floor, and conference room, guest room, hotel, and viewing platform. Later we take a look at the restaurant here. Our news report shows in the background of the economy reform and the village leading the economy, leading to prosperous. To memory his birthday, 90 years old. The man made the village rich, made it prosperous. To made it to common prosperity, to communism. Looks very luxurious, very nice, very nice. Like you are in the United States countryside. The whole village residents eating together, massive scale. The village also has a lake. Nice. Four floors apartments. Looks like me in a childhood. Hello. So many houses, mansions. 改革开放，中国巨变 ，economic reform changed the country largely. Couldn't find the time of the newspaper. Can't see the time. Maybe I couldn't see the time of these photos. Could you be still used? Vintage telephone. Vintage telephone. Wait. Oh, put your coins here. If you can make a village like this in last century, in 80s, in 90s, it might be. You can see it's a communism village. It looks really nice, really nice. Endless and clean grass and large houses, neatly aligned. Wow. This one is really beautiful. Should give it a photography award. Wow. See how beautiful it is. How beautiful it is. Number one village in the world. It used to be. Might be the number one. It called itself, it claims itself number one. This tower in Huaxi village really conveys nostalgia feeling. I think to every Chinese born in the 80s, really conveys a nostalgia feeling. The decorations here, the old photos here, the newspapers here, all tells you how rich the village used to be and how nice those houses are. I will tell you the reason how it felt later. Just the place I think is very nice. sit for some while. And I really like the mansions in different color roofs. Feels like lived in a cartoon world. Very nice. Show you how much Chinese average books price. This one is $3 for one book. Same price. Tells the story of the old chief, old town's chief, village's chief. He's a pioneer. Best spot for view in the village.
这都很多年前的了，这个。
可能后来翻新了吧。
现在像这种片的话，应该都很多了。
很多。
浙江那边也多。
但是它这样这么整齐一致、这么统一的，没有。
但是你要富裕程度嘛，浙江很多村啊，海宁那边觉得那个别墅还要好。
He said to me there are many villages like this in Zhejiang province, in Jiangsu province, other rural China countryside. I like this. Many villages. Actually, I haven't seen many, but this is beautiful, magnificent. Wooden wood. Factory produce wood. Factory produce wood. Really, a lot of factories around this village, or just inside the village. The Golden Tower is the best viewing spot in Huaxi. You can look down the whole village. 1,005 or 10,000 mansions. The very long one is a metal produced factory. I want to say the per capita GDP here is far more than some developed countries, but I just remind it owes 40 billion debts in yuan, 40 billion yuan debts. So it's not. My previous videos, most of them recorded Eastern China. Well, you can see the wealth gap between the different areas in China. The eastern villages here are rich. And it's my first time come to such a rich village, and has so many factories, produce different things, provide to the whole country. Just the air quality isn't very good. And there's a tiny bridge on the mountain. And beside it, that's a museum. We go to see it later.
你那泥肺啊？泥肺。到这个去啊，上面还有这个雨披啊。
A very old man also comes here. Empty. 海康威视 It's a company on Trump's list. There. Lenovo 联想 Windows.
您好，欢迎到
Not a true man unless he comes to the Great Wall.
请到华西村游客中心或各景点购买。
Don't climb it, more regret try.
华西金塔、
What?
华西幸福园、
More
华西国
regret
际大
try.
酒
Don't
店、
climb it.
社会主义赴华西展
Not
览
a
馆、
true
华
man
西世界
unless
公
he
园、
comes
华西农业生态
to
园
the Great
等
Wall.
均正常开
Don't
放，
climb
拒绝
it.
黑导游，请到
More
正
regret
规
try.
景点游览。详情请登录华西文旅小程序。
Reading the Great Wall on the
览
North
详情请登
Scenery.
录华西文旅小程序了解。谢谢
Gets
各位游客
it
朋友
gets
您
a
好，
good
欢迎
view
到
of
华
the
西村
beautiful
观光
scenery.
旅游，警惕黑导游
It's
拉
like
客，
me
请
forget
到
the
华西
add
村游
s
客中
on
心
the
或各景点购票
verbs
游览。
on the
华西
end
村
of
的
the
景点有
verbs.
华西村。
In a Chinese Eastern village, Eastern China village, everyone here in Huaxi, almost everyone, lives in big, independent mansions. Living space. Here is a helmet. EV scooter. Living room. A small bicycle. 这边生活还不错吧？
知道哎，我是干活的。
华西一村。
94是96年就开始建的了。
哦，94、96。
那两边建的都是那种欧式风格的。
这边住户应该都还挺有钱。
感情。这都是那个全国都有名字了，你想。
我们是除夕。
哦。可以啊。
听说上去看看了。
3个弗朗走上我来，这边。
看着不错。
这样想了。
看着挺好的，挺好的。
我走溜啊，随时都溜啊，走上我了。听不懂了。
听不懂，完全听不懂。
听不懂了，没知道。
The first community in this village, and I didn't find any very fancy, very expensive car here. This is a village too. The residents live in the apartments, older apartments. Looks like it's built in 2000. It's like the house I lived when I was a kid, when I was in elementary school. My family lived in a house like this. Basic infrastructure isn't very well. Sometimes there are waters comes from the floor. 没有别墅，哦，都是公寓。
现在东边呢还有别墅，前面还有别墅，在那个前，那条路一直往前面。
对。
我去，全是这边雇主人嘛，有几个是，全是创来，他们本身创来的嘛。
有几个有钱，没有钱的没有钱。
一样的嘛，有钱的有钱，没钱的有钱的，你看有钱的那看得出来的，看不出来的。
It's their living room. A kid. A small house. Do you think it's common prosperous? Is it the richest village in China? I don't know, but do you think it achieved common prosperous? Do you think? And here is the normal apartment, just like we saw earlier, the previous ones. And here is the fancy house. This is my first time seeing a kindergarten has a swimming pool. Do they really use it? And here is also our core values of communism, socialism. Said it says, build our Chinese dream together. My friend comes. It's about to close. He said it's closed at 5. Nearly the close time. 这个其实看起来像是义乌小商品了。It's not. It looks very modern. Yuan Dynasty. Those are Yuan Dynasties. China, 瓷器. Also Yuan Dynasty. And this is those are Ming, from Ming Dynasty. Bo. It's Han, Tang, different dynasties in China. All in one village. I don't know the dynasty. Wow, this one is beautiful. In our Tang Dynasty, people love fat women. This one is nice, and it's too very cute. It's very hard to imagine a village's museum like this. Lots of expensive antiques. Long history. 春秋时期, just from different dynasties. Wood dragon. Dragon Aga. 后面还有。这你都知道。Hit by a lightning. This wood. And the museum keeps it. Has a history about 10,000 years. This is a luxurious museum in a village but actually there aren't many tourists here, just like Dushan. Such a big room. There's no other visitors. But one thing that make it different to Dushan is the village is really prosperous. It's really rich and have the money to build these things. And Dushan is poor. Huaxi Museum has an area of 10,000 square meters. 10,000 square meters, and copy the Beijing Palace buildings. 1:1 has over 10,000 antiques and lots of national level arts and masterpiece. Hey, this is a luxurious museum, and there's also no security guards here. Very empty, the whole place. It's like walking in ancient China, the place where the emperor live. Cute. Yeah, look his leg, like a frog. His posture. 你之前对象买的？
对，
挺可爱的，挺可爱的。
因为粘上去之后清理掉，它需要那个嘛，是特殊的东西，我就懒。
这留着挺好的，都是回忆。鲜嫩多汁。I think many of you don't eat chicken's face, right? Chinese people eat it. 我感觉这是我吃过的最好吃的鸡爪之一。我第一次吃，我第一口它有点感觉奇怪，接受不了。越吃越好吃。
做任何的菜，他们都会加点糖，因为感觉他们糖是提鲜的，说加点糖会更好吃。
吃，等半天就现在就上一个菜，炒菜要炒的比较慢。海鱼？
对，这属于鸦片鱼。
没见过。Pork ribs。哦，这个太香了。
一般都是自家的呀，在这边吃。
都中国人吃的。
内脏
都中国人吃的东西。Audience eat first. Taste how sweet it is. Very surprised. It tastes very sweet. Very surprised. 来表演一个光盘行动。Mission complete. 又来蹭吃蹭喝了。来蹭吃蹭喝了。
很好，蹭吃蹭喝不挺好的吗？啊，能来就已经很好了。
Thank you for watching. Bye bye.